I'm spraying my pan with a generous amount of canola oil spray. I'm not using olive oil because I don't want it to change the taste, because olive oil does have a bit of taste to it. You can take the skin off if you like, but I like the skin. So I have bone in with the skin chicken thighs. My mother actually used to make this for me and the family. This was one of my favorite dishes because I love Mexican rice. And she used to actually use a whole chicken and just cut it up herself. But I'm going with the chicken thighs because I like the dark meat and it adds a lot of flavor, and I'm not doing a whole chicken. So you could do a whole chicken if you like, or do it this way. Garlic powder, onion powder, just a touch of Mexican oregano, sea salt, and some black pepper. Lightly spray the top because I'm going to flip these over and season the other side. Repeat what I did. Garlic powder, onion powder, a pinch of Mexican oregano, salt, and black pepper. While I was seasoning my chicken, I had this on a very low heat. Now I'm going to turn it up to a very high heat, and I'm going to crisp up both sides and sear it. Traditionally, or the way my mother used to cook this, she used to use yellow onion. I didn't pick any up at the grocery, so I'm going to go ahead and toss in some purple onion. And this is optional. This is something I added on my own. Tossing in one Serrano pepper. Now that I flipped my chicken thighs over and I gave it time to crisp up on the other side, I'm going to go ahead and turn my heat down to low, and I'm going to cover it and let it continue to cook until it's fully done. Growing up, traditionally my mother would use a whole grain white rice for Mexican rice, and that's just the traditional rice that was used in my family. If it's the wrong rice, please forgive me. This is what I'm actually using, so it just makes it a bit quicker. And for me, I'm just doing brown rice because I'm trying to be a bit more healthier. So I'm using some brown instant natural whole grain. Whatever rice you're using, adjust your timing for your cooking of the chicken and your rice. Follow the directions on the box of the brown rice that I'm using. I did rinse my rice. I always rinse it regardless if it's instant or not. I have 1 cup of the rice and 1 cup of the water. I'm turning up the heat, and now I'm going to add no salt added tomato sauce. You could use whatever tomato sauce you like. For Mexican rice, I feel this is the main character, I guess you could say. You're gonna need you some Knorr chicken bouillon in the powder because it's a different flavor, and it just brings all that flavor out and brings everything together. I'm going to do 1 tablespoon, and you could do more if you like. Just adjust the seasoning to your liking. Just a pinch of sea salt, a bit of black pepper. Flip my chicken and start to mix everything. Now that everything is cooking, I gave it a good mix and brought it to a boil. I'm going to turn it down to the lowest heat or simmer. Cover it and cook according to the package of rice that I'm using. So whatever rice you're using, just go by those directions, and you're all good. If you want it less saucy and more dry as far as your rice, just add a bit more rice. But this is how I like it. So let's plate this up. It's gonna be delicious. This is my take on a 1-pan dish, Mexican rice and chicken. Adding some salsa. This is something I grew up eating that my mother used to make. And of course I was in the kitchen with her and I learned how to make it. This was one of my favorite things that she actually used to make because I love me some rice and chicken. Of course, I didn't use a whole chicken and I didn't use white rice, but this is just my take on it and I'm just trying to be a little bit more healthier, and yeah. But it tastes amazing either way. So try this out. You're gonna love it, and I'll see you in my next upload.